seeing is the whole placement of the arm and just trying to shut your eye. People are getting tangled up in their own arm and everything else. So the big thing is when I make my collar tie, I'm not just leaving my arm out wide. I have it nice and tight and I bring my elbow down and in. Right here. So that way I reach up my throat and I'm always trying to make him smile like the Joker right here at that point. Now when I add that head pressure in, here to here, yeah, exactly, now it's not comfortable. Now as we're here with this hand, the big thing is some people are still keeping his foot back. I'm not opposed to that, but it's not my way. I like to do it. I like to have that foot forward, so it's a small step at that point. Now that I'm here, the big thing is when I step in, I go hip to hip, I'm bumping my hip in. Now when I turn, I actually am trying to elbow the back of his ear and guide it by all the way through. So that way, essentially, you should almost end up where you can get a meeting headlock right from there at that point. And then I can then switch and get two skating darts at that point as well too. Right there. Alright, but now the big thing with that little cleanup part. What was your question now?
Yeah, real quick on this question. So when Coach Dan is doing this right now, you're doing it left leg lead or you're doing it right leg lead? Alright, cool. So left leg lead, that's typically because I'm a right-handed person. This would be my striking thing, so my right arm would be my power hand. But for shots and wrestling, I usually have right leg lead. So, I mean, ideally, I don't know, how do you kind of, I guess my major question is, how do you switch back and forth? Like, if I do this when I wrestle and get used to this, is this technically a bad thing, or would I be better off keeping my dominant leg?
So either way, that's just me taking my own mental notes at first. When we go to like the line and you shake hands and stuff, I'm like, that's why I never go to the line first. I see how you line up.
Sure.
That's how I establish my attacks at that point. So when you make your line up right there, I see what you, all right, that's where I'm going for, because I'm already heavily favoring my whole body against that one half of the body at that point.
So you're favoring the side of the lead leg.
Yeah, exactly. So, but even if it comes to a point where like I'm on the opposite side, here and here, you know, like this, and he still got that tied up in here, I can still do it from here at this point. I just gotta rely on the pull now. Pull. Yeah, and it's right there at that point.
So you're pulling my back leg forward.
Yes.
Okay.
And I'm heating.
Alright, can I just explain that real quick? When Coach Dan is pulling me there, he wants me to cut this angle, but if he pulls me forward, I step, and now he has even more angle.
Yeah. So as we're here, I went to my opposite side, you know, here and here. Yeah, I got this left leg forward, still mirroring that side. But now what I'm taking is that leg right there. That's where I'm gonna go my back step. Boom. Now I throw it through right there.
Okay.
My back point.
Okay, so if that leg is back, pull it forward.
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's why we said that at the beginning, where sometimes people focus on the push, and then pulling. That will be a time where if you're not getting the response that you want from the push, all right, well guess what? Now you're gonna come with it.
Gotcha.
So you gotta kind of have a feel for it that way. All right. Now the next one that I want to go into is as we're here, same concept now. All right, I've reached in. He has a good tight grip right here, and now he's not really giving me what I want right from there. Now all I'm going to go for right here, I'm going to reach on over and grab his far lat right here. Now I'm going to step in and just chuck it right there without any arm. Alright, so here, reaching in, still got my grip. I can't get that, that's not working out for me. Alright, so now I'm going to step in and jam him up right here. I jam that hip in right into him, that way I make this come in. Now look at how his hand is right there.
Almost like a Russian.
Exactly. I always think I'm going for a rush, but now I got the grip back here. Now I pop my hip and I go in the same direction. Right to there. Now when I add everything together, here and here, I'm turning, it's not happening, you know. I step in, I reach. I step in and reach. Boom. 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 And then you're right into your waist tackle at that point.
So you're really getting chicken wings here.
Getting T-Rex arms like me. Alright, but nice and slow one more time. So as we're in here, alright, I can't get that structure I want. Alright, that's cool. So when I step in again, I'm reaching through, grabbing across at the lat, up in this general area, grabbing the gate. Now, all I'm going to do is slide my back foot here. I'm going to turn my hip still. Boom, right to there. I let go of my right hand so that way I can capture the arm front right there. Take away the base. Now from here I can do a wrestler bump or just simply bring it right back down, side and then go post. Alright? Can you see real quick?
Oh, please.
Right here. Oh, that's the fun. I can't get that one I want right there. Second in. Get that up. Oh. That line right there is tight. Point now, my free hand. Move right to it.
So you're circling around that leg, okay, get behind it.
Circle around. Then at that point, you can do your old trick right from there. Lift up.
Sure. Can I make one comment on that technique? So, I mean, you can obviously do that back trick technique that you're about to do that first time, if you don't mind.
So we come through, a step, step back here and here. Now when I'm doing that back trip, I switch my head position. Facing into him. Now I go here to here, right behind his heel. All I'm doing is just fall into my butt. Right on top.
Coach, can I make a comment on that technique real quick?
Yeah.
Guys, you have no idea how many people come into my office with ankle and knee problems after being hit with that technique. If you don't know what you're doing, don't fucking do that takedown, please. Alright?
But the big thing,
it's no secret. What was Colin, right?
Colin, yeah.
Broke his ankle in my class from somebody doing that to him. He fucking broke it. We called an ambulance there. It was ridiculous. So, yeah, so when it comes to like those falling bodyweight techniques, jumping guard, what's that one? Tani Otoshi, they all make it sound. That one.
Tominaji.
What's that?
Tominagi.
Tominagi, sure, like all that stuff. Any of that falling bodyweight stuff, don't be fucking stupid, okay? Go light.
Go slow.
Yes, go light, go slow. And if you're a big boy, I would argue don't even do it at all unless you know what you're doing and you're with somebody who knows what they're doing. Okay, somebody who knows how to fall. Not to knock Colin, but he didn't lay it right either, so. Alright, just throwing that out. Anyway, sorry to take that.
Anyone need to see that again though? Yeah. Usually I don't say, alright, one more for good measure. Someone's going to say something. Alright, so right here, got that lock up, you know. Alright, I'm leading with that foot. I get my head, she's still right in there. I can't get that step and take some tight. I'm going to step in, reach right across, right here, grab the knee. Now all I'm doing from here is I'm turning into him. Oh, right to there. Oh, there. But I like to just go with the momentum, pull back, take right back point. When in doubt, get them to make sit, then you can jump the back right from there too. You got your options for whatever game that you want to play at that point. Alright?
That's an easy one, I never did that.
Any questions? Alright, I'm ready. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because then like once the money was in, I was like, oh, yeah, I don't give a shit, but it's like, I'll just let him. Yeah. You'll bring more people in, but the big and everything. I had the bigger boxing game, so it was like,
good.
Makes sense.
Feature boxing.
Okay. Who's teaching martial arts?
We have a guy who's a little flaky. Yeah, we don't have a solid.
Alright, so now the last part now. So pretty much, now this one's just a little bit more complicated, but then I want to kind of show you guys what you can do next afterwards. Alright, so this one's a little bit more advanced. So what I'm doing is I'm trying to like push his lapel into and stuff like that. And I'm using my inside hand like this, funky grip this way, to slide it right by. So as we're in here, I'm making a fist right in his collar, right there. Alright, now without me grabbing his head, all I'm doing with my hands, I extend my hand out, grip to the inside of the armpit, or you can pull on the gi right there. Same thing, everything we're doing, the ball's coming in, right there. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to step, and I'm doing it this way. Now, so it's a different grip to get it through. And now it's more, not as noticeable, because you're in those pummeling positions, and then you slide the hand right in. So like when you're kind of inside fighting, still being in here, yeah, see how we kind of go back and forth? Now it's there. Once I'm there, I'm already done at that point. Alright, and with that one too, you don't have to worry about grabbing the head, you can just grab the lapel. Here and here. Alright. Just right there, making a nice fist right there. So I'll start off by coming inside and break that gap first to really be in here. Then I'll grab that right there. Now once I'm here and here, I jam my fist right into it, and I'm going to pull down and push my fist here and here. So that way you really get that pressure. Now I'm doing the same thing. I'm stepping in, I'm turning, and I'm guiding it right by. Right there. And now when I keep everything together with this lapel now, here and here, I can step, pull high, right into that. And I always swing around, we go right behind him in here, so I can trap that spot around in here. Back over there, I can come through, and just take it down that way. Like that. One more time. Right in here, in here. Take your fist, drive it right in. Alright? Step in, turn, face the same direction, and pull it right by. See how my hand is? Right there. That's where I'm grabbing. On the inside. Stepping in, shove. Right there. Then I can turn around, capture that hand, bump, and take him right down. That one's going to be a little more difficult, but when you stick to the other ones, it's just something to keep in mind, because like I said, I like to have the same attack in different avenues. So that way, you're that classical saying, don't fear the man with 1,000 techniques, fear that guy that has one, but he can hit it in every damn direction at that point. Alright? But once you get behind them, my big thing is, as we're here, we got my, I'll just do the whole thing. So as we're here, I shuck you by, like this, but then you square up with me, you pull back. Now we're right in for our double leg right there. We're in for our shots. Alright? Then if I go to this first one, I throw this one right by right here, and then he comes back into it. I'm behind that elbow. I got him square up again, and shot right there. So, there's a lot of stuff we get to play with.
Not just go down the rabbit hole, but your head here on the chest, you like that when you hit that double?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna run your ass right over.
Okay, and just hold behind the knees, right?
Yeah, we just fucking go. Well, Thomas will choo-choo train on your ass.
Right.
Otherwise, anyone got any questions? I want to give you a little bit, 3 more rounds of grappling. So.
Okay.
Any questions? Alright, cool. Thank you guys for coming. I appreciate it. Alright.
Thanks, Dan.
Get your last couple rounds in, and then we'll call it a day.
Alright.
Thanks, Dan.
On 3, 1, 2, 3.